We're back on iRacing for week number 5 of the Formula 3 Fixed series, and this week the action comes from Barcelona. I've got a lot of experience driving at Barcelona in Formula cars, as it's been on the Formula 1 calendar for as long as I can remember. Thankfully in this one though, we are driving the more original layout without the stupid chicane at the end of the lap, so high speed final sector. But don't be fooled, because this track can bite you in various places, as well as if you take too much liberties on corner exit, it's very easy to rack up them off tracks. Can we build on the positive result from last week? Well, let's jump in and see how it went. Here we are on the grid, circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya, for round number 5 of the Thrustmaster F3 Challenge Series fixed setup. And we've qualified our P3. Half a second in front of the guy in front, guy behind. I'm about half a second off the fastest time set by the pole time. So, yeah, a couple of attempts off P2. It'll be a good race, really. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Did do quite a bit of running in practice beforehand. Almost did full race distance, 19 laps this race. And I did notice around lap 13, 14, the tyres were starting to go off. So just be a bit wary on the back half of the race. Might start losing a bit of grip. But yeah, no, hopefully we can have a good race, like I say. And get a good result to build on the building blocks from last week. 19 runners in this race. And the guy on pole is a 1.9k driver. We're about to get ready for the off here.
This will be a standing start. Okay, Nick, get ready. Go, go, go.
Car right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Our people had a much better start than me.
On your right. Clear right.
And I got massively caught out there by the... Being too cautious really with the guy in front. Not the best of starts. Want to settle into this one nicely.
Car right. Clear right.
All right, Nick, the next car is Emmy, car number 18, C license, and their rating is 0.7.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
P3. The car in front is a Tracy, car number 13, C license, and their rating is 1.0.
But there's some drama happening behind. Back up to P3 now.
Don't be intimidated by this little shit. Make him work for it.
That's what I kind of wanted.
The gap to Matrese ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6.
I wanted like a gap.
It's just done 134.2.
Guy behind though is a 1.9k driver.
Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
But no slouch. Trying my hardest really to try and drive not so hard really. I'm trying to pull away. I'm also quite conscious about like what I said about the tyres. I'm trying to preserve some of the tyre life.
That's a new fastest lap for Bale, 133.6. That lap was at 134.8.
And the leader's flying.
The gap behind is now 3.2 seconds. P3.
Our head went a bit wide there by the looks of it. Kicked up a bit of dust.
Salame de Milán.
Ah, picked up enough track.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Nick.
A couple of places on this lap where I think the off tracks were a little bit harsh. That's the first one.
Yellow flag.
Back marker off in the gravel. This is the second place on the exit of this corner here. I do feel like sometimes you don't run both tyres over the white line, but you still get like an off track, so
leaving the pit lane. The gap to Carvalho behind is now 2.3.
Yeah, he's closing. He's closing. As long as he's not bringing the pack behind him, then won't be too bothered. What's P2?
That's walking good, and that's not a safe retrain.
Maybe them two can battle, hold each other up. Let me have a bit of breathing space.
Okay, Nick, the next car is one lap behind.
Kind of expected it to be that back marker. We've got the call that somebody was coming out the pits, so I kind of expected the back marker to have spun, not to be to P2.
This is fucking great, mate. Keep it coming. P2.
Marcus is chasing me down again.
Tracy is gaining on you. The gap's now 1.9 seconds.
Number one car's dropped off the back. Don't know what's happened to them. There goes P3. I just need to keep running my race now.
That lap was a 1:34.
All I need to do.
That's your fastest lap today.
Remember what I said about the tyres when we get a bit longer into the race. I'll do that.
Gap to P3 behind is now 7.0 seconds. That lap time was 1:35.3.
caught myself out there looking at the freaking stand-ins. The rest of the man behind is going a bit quicker. Thank you.
On your left, clear left. On your left, clear left.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep
Oh
it
my
between white
goodness,
lines.
mate. Ah, we've blown it. Once
Guy
again,
in front is Marquez, car number
I'm starting to
10,
think
C
P2
license. Their
is
rating is
curse for me. Second time this week. We've been cruising in the easy P2. I made a mistake.
P3.
Come on, head down. Let's go. Put it behind us and concentrate. Don't think we're going to hold the podium here.
Carvalho is getting closer. The
Yeah,
gap's come
Carvalho's
down to
quicker than
1.3
me.
seconds.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if I wasn't looking at like the relatives or anything. Don't know if like going past the back marker just slightly put me off a little bit, but
Okay, Nick, you're halfway home. Your fuel
that's
is
a good
fine.
response.
Your lap time
Fastest
was
lap
at
of the race. Well, my
1:34.4.
fastest lap of the race anyway.
Almost punted myself, Enrique. That was good.
Scruffy. Very scruffy. Maybe I'm starting to push the tyres a little bit too hard again.
You've got half your fuel left. Your last lap time was at 1:34.6. The gap to Carvalho behind is now 1.5.
I need like an electric shock machine so that every time I freaking glance over to a Delta, on my stand-ins at the minute. I get an electric shock to stop me from doing it. I really need to just focus. If we can maintain this pace, we might be able to hold on to the podium.
That was 134.6.
Thank you again.
Car left, clear left.
Thank you.
Gap to Carvalho behind is increasing. It's now 2.2 seconds.
Alright, we've put some distance to the guy behind. Split the rears up on the curb there, I think. Don't think it was because of anything else.
P3, you've just done a 134.7. Okay, Nick, that's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap in front is now 2.4.
Alright, he's going 0.2 of a lap quicker than me at the minute.
The gap to P4 behind is now 2.3.
Alright, I'm starting to feel all the effects of the grip, I think. Probably in that previous chicane there. Bit late on the turn in there.
That lap time was 1:34.8.
And quicker.
The gap to P2 ahead is now 2.4 seconds.
Don't want to dwell on it, but makes me even more sad that we lost P2 because I thought we was wouldn't have been able to hold it, but clearly showing this pace, we might have been able to hold them off. We had about a 6-second gap. Scary correction mid-corner there.
Fastest lap for Bale, 1:33.6.
Better.
The gap to Marquez ahead is now 2.5 seconds.
We're starting to really pull a gap now to the guy behind. 3 to go.
1.6 off the pace.
Tyres don't feel as bad at this stage as they did in practice. I've now done more laps in the race than I did in practice. Only got 16 laps in practice. Obviously abuse them a bit more. Poor corner. Didn't quite get off the throttle and get the rotation started early enough. It was a bit late.
To P2 in front is now 2.8. The gap to Carvalho behind is now 3.1 seconds.
Alright, last lap. Doesn't look like we've got enough in the tank to mount a
All right,
challenge
Nick,
for
one more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the
P2,
podium.
unfortunately.
But that was a 135.0. Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Weirdly though, the guy who I thought was going to be mounting the challenge, we was able to cover off.
The gap in front is now 2.9.
Not the podium, not the spot I wanted, but we're on the podium still nonetheless. E3 finish.
Nice one, Nick. Great drive. That's a podium.
Good job, everybody. Well done to the winner. Miles ahead, buddy. GG. Yeah, just no way we was ever going to catch that guy, was we? He was in a league of his own, well and truly. Good job on P2 there, Esteban, as well. A bit gutted that I gave you that by going off wide off the track, but that's racing. Good job, buddy. Yeah, you know, we had the pace, definitely had the pace. The tyres weren't as bad as I was expecting them to be at the end of the race there either. I was honestly expecting them to drop off from what I'd seen in practice. So, yeah, all in all, good race. Really happy with that one. Be a nice double green, actually, I think. Only 2 instant points. And obviously the P3 finish. So we'll bring it home to the pits. While we do that, we'll take a look at the results. This was split 2 of 2, and the strength of field was 1,201. We were car number 4, started in 3rd, and finished in 3rd. Fastest lap of the race was a 1 minute 34.398. Fastest lap by Alpa was a 1 minute 33.577. So we were 1.2 seconds slower than the fastest lap. We had 2 incident points, and we take 65 championship points. We gained 0.61 safety rating, takes to 3.59. And we gave him 52 iRating, taking us to 1,700. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And for the second time this week, we throw away a comfortable P2. But thankfully, in this one, we managed to hang on to the podium positions and take P3 instead. I was fully expecting the 1.9k driver behind me to, you know, cruise up to the back of me and take the position from me. But actually, we had the pace. And again, like I said in commentary, it's even more frustrating knowing that I had similar pace to the guy in front. We was only really separated by a couple of tenths each lap. So that 6.5 second buffer that I had to him was definitely enough. If I hadn't have made that mistake, locking up the brakes and losing control of the car. Why I lost it so spectacularly, I don't know. I kind of got off the brakes and I thought I could just coast around the corner, but the car seemingly had other ideas and decided to go for a little excursion on the grass. But anyway, let's put it behind us and focus as we prepare for next week's race. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved in iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.